there you are. Well, it's wash day at Grand Illusions, and I've got to hang up this and a lot more besides, so I need a lot of pegs. And these are some of my peg collection. They're not all used for clothes and things, but quite a lot of them are, and some of them are very pretty. I put some of the decorative ones on my line when I'm hanging out my washing. This, for instance, is a bird with a little forked tail like a swallow or swift, and when it's put on a clothesline, it stands upright like that. It's a lovely sight. And also this one here from MoMA, Museum of Modern Art in New York. I bought a lot of these, all different colours too, and I use those regularly on my wash day. And when they're sitting on the line, again, they look very, very cheerful. And one I haven't used on the line, but I do like the shape of it and the action. It's a bit weak, the spring's a bit weak, but it does sit on the line and would look very pretty. Probably not with actually some clothes, because it's a bit weak, but a bit of fun. Well, for the rest of it, I would say these are used for other things, but some of them are fun and the others are quite sensible. This one is a quite sensible one, which I've just acquired, but it's a bit mysterious. What can it be used for? It's a fairly weak spring, so it wouldn't actually hold on to clothes on the line, but there's little holes here, very mysterious, and a little piece of a indentation there, and on that side as well. It holds something, I suppose, but what can it be used for? Well, I won't tell you now, but I'll tell you later. Have a think about it. So they come in all sorts of shapes, like this one here is a crocodile, and it grabs onto your finger, but that actually is quite a strong spring, so I might yet use that on my clothesline. Well, this one here, which I've never used, but I really should because it's got a good strong spring, it's a shark made by an Italian company I see every year at Nuremberg, and they made these quite a number of years ago, both eating my finger. Oh, goodness me, what a painful experience. But they are a nice clothes peg. Well, we come out of clothes and pegs, but still a clothes peg. This is one of the most elegant ones I've ever come across. The Nave Company had these on sale about 20 years ago by, I think, a Hungarian artist. Look at the action when I squeeze the levers. Look at that. Little lever action makes the bird dip down with its tail going up in the air. Superb bit of craftsmanship. And a very elegant bird as well, but the action is just superb, I think. Well, a bit more whimsical, done by a British company, this one here, which is made by a company called themselves the Monday Lunch Club. There's a peg here at the base, it's been glued on. There's a funny leverage action, but what's going to happen? Turn it around and we see that it's actually a clown having a bit of slapstick, practicing his custard pie humour. Wonderful action. And if you turn it around and see the action as it's done, you can see a very, very simple leverage action to make it work. I think this little group, the Monday Lunch Club, produced one every month for a time, back over in Norfolk. Then the Germans come up with some nice ideas for pegs. This is very strange, very elegant. It's a very asymmetric clothes peg. The idea is on the end, top of the thing here, you put a memo of, I put my business card here, and here's a ballpoint pen, so you can write things, and you, as you're writing things, you can remind yourself what it is you want to remember as you're writing. It's a lovely idea to include a little memo pad holder with your ballpoint pen. I like that very well. And then in craft toys and the German stands about 20 years ago, I found this charming little duck, which is meant really to hold on almost like a paper clip on the paper. That's a duck and that's a pink pig, one of each. Very elegant, and there was their business card that they were selling them on. I do like those. Also a tiny, tiny little one, which I've had for some years now, several of these. It could almost be used for a doll's furnishing thing, but this is too big for that. It's actually meant as a paper clip, so you put it around a sheet of papers like that one there. It's a nice idea, and quite firm too. And coming away completely from that side of clothes pegs, look at this one here, a very large one. What can it be used for? Open it up, nothing happens, but if this is put on, for instance, a sheet of papers or actually a book, that's what it's meant for, a book light. It holds the pages together and allows you to read this in the dark. And when you push it the second time, it turns off. Inside, you can see there's actually hidden a battery, one of those large flat button batteries, and a switch here turns it on and turns it off again. Very clever, but a clothes peg for all appearances. Here's one I think is probably used for the food in the kitchen. It's a honey or treacle holder, I think. You clip it on the side of a jar of honey or treacle, and it won't fall in and get the handle messy. I've had something like that from home with a little clip in it for many years, but that's a very elegant version of it. The French came up with a lovely bit of work here, which I did once we covered some kissing toys. It's a couple kissing. They don't bother to show the faces, there's no need, because when they're kissing you don't see the faces, they're embracing. But a lovely, elegant piece of art. I have also seen closed pegs of that size for holding a bunch of papers, but this is much too good for that. This is just a wonderful objet d'art to enjoy. And then there's a very whimsical one here, which I picked up in Holland about 20 years ago. A closed peg with a lot of wire in it. What on earth's it for? Lovely looking levers and cams and things. The answer is it's actually meant to be a teacup stirrer. You're supposed to put hot water in there and the tea, and you stir away like this. What a beautiful action that is. A friend of mine, Ron Fuller, who makes one of his toys over in East Anglia, just fell in love with this and made loads of different versions of it. So it's a teacup, tea stirrer for the teacups. Well, so come back to the beginning and we have a look at this one here again and decide it's used for something or other. What could it be used for? Well, the answer is, and I didn't get it myself, it's a tea steeper. You put tea leaves in there, you then put it into a cup of boiling water and you stir it round, and it helps to mix the tea leaves and the hot water. And when it's strong enough, take it out or leave it a bit longer and give it a few shakes, and that's our tea made. Very clever, and it's very neat to just throw away the sodden tea leaves into the bin afterwards. Very nice idea. So there's a lot of closed pegs and a lot of ideas out there, but I'm basically a closed peg collector, but I'm lacking a name for it. I've got a brother who collects stamps, he's a philatelist. I collect closed pegs. What am I there for? A Peglomaniac? No. I don't know. What do you think?